one CRUE question.
Okay.
You had a lot of fans bitching on you, and probably still, you know, on Facebook and shit. Most people don't know you shared stage with Vince. What was it, on some rock boat cruise?
Yeah, it was called the MOTLEY cruise. I went with Rat, and it was Vince Neil, Rat, Skid Row, and Slaughter. And you know, it's funny. When I was leaving the band, they were bringing Vince back. I was actually helping them finish the Generation Swine record. So there was many occasions that Vince and I sat and talked to each other. And the thing that a lot of fans don't understand is that Vince holds no ill will towards me personally at all. He knows.
Why should he?
Yeah, I was offered a gig and I took it. I have nothing against Vince Neil at all. If he walked in here right now, we would sit down, hug each other, and probably go get a drink, chill out. The only thing that irritates me about that whole thing is, you know, I've never said that I'm a better singer than Vince. Vince has never said he's a better singer than me. It's got nothing to do with us. It's these fans that get in there and they start stirring the shit up.
Yeah.
And, you know, some fans will go, Corabi's a better singer. Vince, fuck you, Vince is a better singer. And they just go back and forth. And then they have this, I just got into it about a month ago with some guy who wrote to me personally. And he just went on this diatribe about, you know, how I was a loser, and like, I'm just like, and I sat and I read the whole letter, and I just wrote back, and I just said one thing to the guy. I go, look, I was given an opportunity to join a band. Vince had already either fired or left, and I was some kid that they called me and asked me to come down. I said, at the time, they were one of the biggest bands in the world.
Yeah.
And I said,
Yes.
I said yes. And I said, I dare any fan that has given me shit for it, I dare any fan to swap roles with me and do something different than I did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just went and I did the best that I could. You know,
It's a great album, man. When it came out, us in the industry outside, we heard about it. And when we were anticipating, and when it came out, I listened to it top to bottom, just slam it. It's just slam it. But forget about the politics and bullshit. The album, the music, it's just heavy. It's beautiful.
You're still
deep.
playing the songs live,
Yeah.
right?
I actually have a solo band as well in America. My son is my drummer, and we go out and we do shows. We started doing it because it was the 20th anniversary of that album. And I went out and I did a few shows. And then it was weird, I started to realize like these people were coming to me and they were saying things like, dude, I've waited 20 years for this. And so I started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, you know what, I forgot, like, the band only really toured for like 3 months in America. There was a ton of places in America we never even played. We never played Canada, South America, we never came to Europe. We never did anything. So I sat there and I went, you know what, there's probably a lot of people that want to see this. So I did a bunch of shows, and then right before we left to come here, I did a show in Nashville. And just for, like when we were in Australia as well, a lot of promoters came to me and asked me if I would bring that to Australia. The problem of it is it's a money thing. It's hard for me to get 5 guys, 5 rooms, 5 airline tickets, 5, you know, whatever.
5 groupies.
Well, the whole bit. And so I just said, you know what I'm going to do? I went to Nashville and I recorded the whole thing for a live album, and I recorded the whole thing for a DVD. Nice. So I'm going to pack the two together, and for anybody that wants to see it and can't, it'll be coming out soon.
There you go.
You know.
Good to hear that.
It's all good.
Excellent news. Yeah.